Alright everybody, so on this video, we're going to go over my top software stack that I use to run my 7-figure Amazon FBA wholesale business, alright? So on this video, I'm going to go over every software, explain why I use it in our FBA business, and how it helps run our wholesale business all together. So but without further ado guys, be sure to smash the like button, drop a comment down below, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Again, I am a 7-figure Amazon wholesaler, full-time doing this. So if you're interested in more content just like this, be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video whatsoever. So let's get straight into it, guys. Now, before we go over the software, I do want to just say that, being in the wholesale space, your software tend to be a bit more pricier because you want the best of the best. But of course, for those of you who are getting into wholesale, I assume you have some capital to play around with. So you're able to actually afford a lot of these softwares and actually, scale up perfectly well, I guess you could say. So, but again, just a quick note that I want to go over, some of these softwares are pricey. Some of them may be extra that you may or may not think you need, but trust me when I say that they all have their own purposes, all right? And most of all these softwares are pretty simple, straightforward, nothing complicated. And yeah, so just running your wholesale business is just so much more easier when you use all these softwares. But let's get straight into the video. All right, everybody. So we're going to go over the software one by one and just explain exactly what they do, how they help in our business, and why you should consider getting these softwares if you're trying to run a wholesale business. So number one, and this is for literally any Amazon seller in general, whether you're doing wholesale or arbitrage, is Keepa. Without Keepa, you guys are just winging on what products you're trying to sell on Amazon. And yeah, guys, if we don't have Keepa, you're really shooting yourself in the foot by not having this software, okay? It's about at least $20 a month or $21 a month, I believe. It's super cheap for what it does. If I'm being honest, they should be charging way more. But yeah, guys, Keepa is essential for any business model you're trying to take, except maybe private label, right? But this is a must tool for any Amazon seller. So if you don't already have Keepa, you're literally just shooting your business in the foot by not having it. Got an example right here. When you have Keepa, here's all the data that it tells you, buy box statistics, the price that it's currently selling for, has sold for in the past, monthly, the amount of offer count on it, just so much in depth when it comes to the software. But that's literally the number one tool you need in this business. Now going to number two, this one is all personal preference. There's plenty of Amazon calculator software extensions that you can use for your wholesale business. My personal favorite is RevSeller. I know other people can use Amazon Insights, SellerAmp, just a bunch of different other ones. But personally, I like RevSeller, for us, mainly because if I scroll up, all the information is just right there. The rank, the sell price, if you enter your buy cost, it'll give you your net profit, ROI, margin. You can even input like all your extra, costs into your buy cost as well. So if you have you want to add for your prepping, your shipping and all that can be factored in here so that you know what your true margins look like when you're selling products. ASIN, parent ASIN, UPC number. This was a variation. There would be an option for a variations tab here that is very helpful as well. You can export a lot of this into Excel spreadsheets or Google Sheets or whatever. So there's a lot you can do with RevSeller, okay? My main reason why I like it over the others though is that the calculator is simple. It's just plain right there. All the main information you need is right there, okay? You don't need to scroll anywhere. You don't need to click any certain tab for this and that. Because in the Amazon wholesale space, time is everything. And if you're wasting seconds having to scroll down for certain information, then that's just time being wasted in my honest opinion. So yeah, but that's why I prefer RevSeller. It's only like $10 a month, I believe. Even cheaper if you want to check out my link for it. So, but yeah, guys, it's super useful, and we've used other softwares similar to it like SellerAmp and stuff, but we just really like this one. Another thing I will tell you also is that it does give you the monthly estimates for products. This one it does not show it because this one moves too slow for it to show. I noticed with RevSeller they move too slow, they won't even bother. But usually it will tell you if it sells 50 units a month, 100, 200, 1,000, and even for variations, it'll do it for every single variation individually as well. So this one is a variation actually. So yeah, like I said, very useful, very helpful. I would definitely check it out. Now, my third tool that I would use in my business is inventory labs. And this one's debatable, right? Because I know some people can use seller board as well. My main reasons for using the inventory lab is just the fact that you can create your shipments, input your cost of goods at the same time. And once you do that, you basically have all your information from the get go. With seller board, you have to like manually put them one by one after you've already created like the shipments and whatnot. It looks more complicated and tedious in my opinion using seller board, but it's not about software overall. Now, the biggest difference is definitely the price. So I think as the timing of today, Inventory Lab is close to like $70 or $75 per month to use. Seller board is like $20, I believe. So yeah, the price difference is pretty big, and you really have to see which one fits you and your business for you. Okay. Now, Inventory Lab shows you, your P&Ls. If you have expenses that you want to add on there, you add them, and so you can see what your true profits look like month to month. They do have another feature, which is the insights feature, which is another extra $20. So it basically like tells you how much you need to restock on your products and just stuff like that, which Sellerboard does offer for the same price that it already charges. So again, at the end of the day, it's just personal preference. If price is a thing, then Sellerboard is probably the better option in my opinion. But otherwise, I do like Inventory Labs more. So yeah, do what you can with to do what you will with that information. Try both free trials that they both have and see which one you prefer. So again, if the price does not matter, then yeah, just pick the best one you like. Now the next software that I highly suggest, and this is assuming if you're doing your own prepping or you have workers doing your prepping for you, and that is 2D workflow. 2D workflow basically allows you to ship out with 2D labels and whatnot. But my favorite aspect of 2D workflow is just the fact that it makes prepping so much easier and so much faster. Okay, like your flows and systems matter so much as you start to grow and scale your wholesale business that this tool right here will literally just like expedite that process so much better. And yeah, it's 100% much better running it with this than doing the actual shipments and like inventory labs or anything. And yeah, speaking of that, I do not use my shipments on inventory labs to close out. We end up creating them in inventory labs, closing the batch here, and then going to 2D workflow. Just because 2D workflow, makes the processes so much easier, so much faster, and yeah, it just it saves you so much time and headache, like a lot. But again, if you're planning on doing your own prep in house with workers or yourself, I highly do suggest getting it. I do have a link for a free 30-day trial if you guys want to try it out. So yeah, but if you plan on using like a prep center or whatever, then it might not suit you too much. But even then, I would ask your prep centers to use this because they will actually be able to prep your products much faster than just not using it. So yeah, I mean it's like $97 a month, I believe. So, but yeah, if you plan on scaling up, this software alone will help you so much. So don't sleep on it. Now, Repricer, and again, this is one of the pricier ones right here. So I don't think I know any wholesaler at scale that is not using SellerSnap. And so, if you plan on using a repricer, SellerSnap is literally, the iPhone of repricers up in here. Uh, and it just, it helps automate repricing your products so much easier. I mean, I rarely ever have to check my repricing other than like fixing my mins or maxes every once in a while just because, the market shift with products. But I mean, this software will literally give you hands-off repricing your products so much to give you the time to focus on actual sourcing or whatever you need to do that's going to make you money with your extra time. So SellerSnap is one of the better tools out there when it comes to being a repricer. It'll show you your margins and stuff, but to me, just the repricing aspect is very beneficial. Uh, Now this software is pricey. They have the regular program, which after you're done with the accelerator program. Uh, so At a full cost, this is 500 bucks a month, which is what I'm paying. But under the accelerator program, which is for like sellers that's doing around 20K months or less, I believe, it is half that price. If you want to check out a link I have for it, it'll be a bit cheaper than 250. But trust me, guys, like I said, this software will really, help boost your margins and just reprice your products for you much better. Now, as a beginner, you may not want to jump straight into it right away. Once you got the capital to afford it, then go for it. And so, just alternatives like Go Aura, Be Cool, and all that. But trust me when I say that you will not regret, getting seller snaps. So if you can afford to, I would try out even just a free trial that they have and literally go from there and just see what you think about it, okay? Trust me, it's worth every penny. At least it has been in our business. And the last tool that I will go over, which is called Smart Scout. This one is optional. You know, I wouldn't say you need it, but it's definitely helped us with our business for sure. Now, I forgot what the plans are for this, but I believe, let me see, let's go into it. So for the basic 25, essential 75, I'm under this 75 one. If you use one of the links I have for this, though, it can be cheaper, and you could check it out, under that like free trial and whatnot. And they have other higher pricing and whatnot, but you'll mainly just need like the 75 month. So basically, what Smart Scale will do, you can literally find brands and filter out certain things on the brands that you want to look for, and it will give you like all the listings on the products for that brand, the yearly revenue. You can even like storefront stock other sellers specifically. You can find bundles with products that are already selling well. So in case you want to make like wholesale bundles and whatnot, it gives you like just a few details on what could go with it. And so yeah, it just does a lot of stuff that if you're actually using the software and you're using it on a day-to-day or weekly basis, I mean, it's about what it's made of for sure. So, but again, it's not necessary. If finding suppliers is what you want to use it for, it can help find you some brands, a few distributors as well. Don't lie though, Google will always be your best bet when it comes to finding suppliers, but Smart Scout does give you some ideas, and it does help you find some other stuff that you probably wouldn't normally find. So I do advise using Smart Scout for sure if you can. But again, it's not 100% essential, especially not in the beginning, okay? Because in the beginning, you're kind of just still new in the process. And so Smart Scout's probably the last one I would hold off on. Uh, so yeah, but compared to the other ones, yeah, it's not 100% essential, but still, it's a pretty good software though, all right? So at least in my opinion. So, but that's basically all the software that we use in our Amazon business, guys. Again, let's go back over them. Keep, Rev Seller, Inventory Lab, 2D Workflow, Seller Snap, and Smart Scout. Again, very short amount of extensions and whatnot. Nothing too complicated. Again, the more simple you can keep your business, the lower the cost you can kind of keep. Well, try to keep, because I know Seller Snap is like already 500 bucks just a month on that. But keep it simple, right? You don't need so many complicated softwares like Helium 10, Jungle Scout, and all that good stuff. Everything else is just, essentials. They're not necessities, in my opinion. So, but again, at the end of the day, get whatever works for you in your business, whatever's actually helping you grow, scale, and making you some money, all right? So, but without further ado, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you guys found this video very helpful. Let me know what you guys think. And as always, guys, peace. Make sure to check out my other videos to help you go over on your Amazon journey, all right? So, I'm out.